Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play of Aragon, the European Universalis 4. So, here we are, nothing particularly special. Oh, sorry, when did I say you could do that? Oh my. Now I would have to blockade Hungary, which isn't exactly a difficult task I'd imagine. Then again, even Naples might be able to do it. So I'm going to try and set that in advance. If I can. No, you can't choose it in advance. Well, shit. But what I'd prefer to do is go and take out Castile early on. But I need a bunch of favours with France for that. So this could take a while. But what I can do by myself is probably quite safely take Tunis, which alone is going to be a pain in the ass to call. But Tunis alone is quite... I think I do need to... Oh. Well, that's a no. Shit. The papacy I want to keep on the good side of. But, once the Shadow Kingdom event fires, I can, quite possibly, start eating some of northern Italy. Now, what I could also do is some other stuff. Namely, I will have to attack Castile at some point, I imagine. Now, of the few states down here, I do have a few focuses. Sorry, I'm a bit not at my greatest, I'll be honest, but could be much worse. So my leader just died, now we have the administrator, and there isn't all that bad. I am going to want to focus military, I guess, to keep that up, and I can afford the additional money. Now I don't really want to take it, but I have to, I guess. But then again, it hasn't caused any negative effects. It does cause me to lose a bit of stuff here and there. So I'm going to wait till I can get temples, because I can build a few of those around. Now, this will give a supply limit, a combat width, and a infantry and cav shock advantage. So that would be brilliant against Castile, because I can use that to, first of all, utterly outplay his armies, but I can also use the money I'm making, quite suitably, to spam mercs. And an AI is pretty much always going to lose against a player, if there's even remotely equal terms, though an AI can occasionally beat a player. In particular if they're bad like I am. So, what I'm going to really try and do is probably grind this tech right out. So, it's about 8 years away. He's still got a 112, and he's still going to have, you know, the 000 right after. He's 45, so he's not all that young. Now, this guy could die quite soon as well, though. And this guy's only 2. Ooh. You'd think one of them would have got a child before now, but no. So I'm going to take this tech, and then I'll get the thing. So what are the forts looking like? Are there any immediate border forts? I'm quite sure there's one. Yep. Here. No? No fort. No fort. No fort. No fort. No border forts at all. Well. Nice. So there's one in Granada, one in Toledo, which is the strongest one he has, and one here in Castilla La Vieja. Now, Granada is... I can pretty much siege nothing without taking Toledo and Granada in the south. The north is a bit easier. I just have to take out Navarra quickly, which isn't actually a challenge. And the thing is, having Navarra's fort, or capital fort, means he is at least delayed up there, and he'll likely go and siege it. And he might even decide he wants to attack us in the mountains if I say leave an 8k stack there. And he'll likely do that, and then I'll be able to, you know, utterly wreck him. Hopefully. So what I want to do is try and get as many favours with the French as possible. Absolutely as many as possible. And try and get him into my war against Castile. But he is on good terms with him. So I'm going to want to see where I can build temples early on here, since I am going to want to get them very early on. Come on, there we go. Here comes the tech. Oh boy. Let's deal the rebellion, I think. Still making 4 ducats. So this will give them autonomy, but it also removes certain... Well, the local goods is not really all that much. So Alicante, Urgel and Tarragona. Well, guess what? 9 is in Tarragona, which is here. I may as well have a leader, even if they're not very good. Next of all, there is then rebels in Alicante, which is down here. And finally, Urgel, which is the weakest of the rebellions. And that's there in the mountains. And I'll get a defender bonus there. So, I just need a tick or two for the army to get up to strength. So this is definitely event number 1 that gives me a proper... So I'm going to take it now to avoid it automatically picking the top thing. They didn't even spawn with full morale. These guys should have an advantage because they're defending in mountains. I don't even think... Well, there's a fort there as well, so it's not going to achieve anything anyway. So, yeah, they won quite nicely. Back to Barcelona, I guess. I could even put them in the mountains immediately, or keep them in the mountains. Crush them. They didn't even manage to land there. Wow. So let's reduce the amount of spending to a comfortable extent, where it's reinforcing, but not very quickly. So now I can build churches. So, where are they best built? There's a 0.2 ducat increase in 2 places. Ooh, you're a good place. Now, no offence, but I'm likely, very likely now, to be taking a early on... Actually, don't build there, build in Sicily. And I'm going to build it in Sicily for one reason. Building there means it's in a fort. Building Zaragoza means it could easily be taken. At least in Valencia, which is our capital, it's got a level 3 fort on it as well. So that's good and all. So, yeah, not really the quickest of starts, I'll be honest. But I'm definitely doing alright. Now, I do want to take Tunis eventually for the trade. And Naples I do definitely want to integrate. I guess I could improve a few relations with them. I have got the spare diplomats. I could lose the ducats and I can gain the army tradition. It'll always help. And I might want to take advantage of it now to try and get a better leader than this. But I might also want to save up just enough to get the next tech, then get the leader, and then go for Castile if I have enough favours with the French. I gain one every 2 years, so theoretically another 12 years and I'll be able to call them into a war, and hopefully batter the Castilians with them. Now they're a lucky nation, so they do get a +1 to all stats on all rulers, as does Castile, but this ruler naturally starts with 0, which means it's going to be a bit weaker. And what is happening to you, Morocco? You're not having a good time. So this extra money going to improve my income monthly by a small extent. Now once the Shadow Kingdom fires, arguably I might be able to say take some land from Genoa, maybe Corsica, for the additional stuff. But personally, Genoa itself is very good. But there's also some other lands like Siena and such. Now also, if I can make them annual their alliance with certain people, it's all going to be good. And I am going to actually want to build the navy a little to assist here. And I can only build 2 more ships, but 2 heavies would be just what I need. So the fleets I have is 3 light ships, soon to be 2 heavy ships and 8 galleys, and some other stuff. Now what I hope to do is use my superior fleet, in a sense, and hopefully along with the French, to pummel the Castilian fleet to enable blockading of his lands. The Castilian fleet is 11 transports and 2 heavies there. Now I'm not sure what is the naval combat width. So combat width, I'm not sure if that applies across the board. And I should revise my stability, I need to really, so I'm going to do that and get some prestige for free. Now I've got an accumulate money mission, I can do that just fine. Because I don't plan to be at war for a little while longer, do I? So I'm going to sit back and just build upon the money I can get. Okay, that hurts a little, I'll be honest. That is actually the richest province of my nation that just got hit by the plague. Or is quarantined. No, not the plague, the flu. So it does last still a bit into next year. Still painful, I'll be honest. Either way, the increase in income is going to help a little. And actually, I hope Naples alone can blockade the Hungarians. Though then again, maybe the Ottomans will pummel the Hungarians. Though, with Austria on their side, it is a bit unlikely. But I've got a certain France on my side. If the French are on my side, I should be able to quite comfortably hurt the Spanish and such. But the thing is, the French like the Spanish, which is pretty unlucky on my side. Let's gain a free stability then. Look at this. It's mainly the Damn it, France. Why? Look at this. They love... What is this? This is the This is the opinion. Their opinion is what matters. Castile and France are friends, which is, you know, utterly awful. Hungary and France are friends. Utterly awful. It's just not good. I'll gain those ducats. Get a bit closer to this. What's this? No, I will not accept Catalan as my culture. Why would I? Catalan is actually the majority culture. Oh well, let's see. If I were to focus on taking Navarra, Vizcaya, and some other northern provinces, which are the less developed things now, I could quite possibly... No. If I focus on getting this to complete this state, but also I'll focus on Cuenca, Murcia, La Mancha, and Toledo, and that will be another full state for the nation to have. Not sure if this will be successful, even if I do have the massive technological advantage. I don't think I need the French, actually, if I have enough of an advantage. I mean, they're still on 3. Portugal is on 3. And Hungary just has to be restrained to their lands. So I can theoretically be able to take on both of these with a significant numbers disadvantage, but a significant quality advantage. If I can crush them like that, I will be able to, hopefully, be able to break Castile's hold, and quite possibly his alliances. Now, I will use mercenaries as absolutely needed as well, because I suspect they will be. There's very little chance, that if Portugal is involved, oh come on, he literally just got the Turk. But he has got his shitty heir. I hope the Castilian Civil War triggers, but the Iberian Union. I gain a bunch of stuff, but I'm just going to go for the Diplo power. I don't really have interest for it for now. Hopefully I can trigger the Iberian Union and keep a hold of Castile, which is going to be a challenge. It's an event, so I don't think they can actually challenge the PU. Ooh, look at this. Look who might have a weak heir. Now, I'm not sure what every exact detail is. Now, Alphonse, Juan, looks like both are male. I'm quite sure both have to be opposite genders and such, but I think it can also occur with regencies. Or such. So I will want to focus my strength. Now, if I integrate Naples, what I'm going to want to do likely is actually switch to Protestant and then quickly deal with the papacy. Crush it, and probably piss everyone off while at it, I guess. But definitely go into Italy and go up through here. Because it's rich land and it is worth a lot. France shouldn't be a pain. In that fashion, anyway. But yeah, if the Shadow Kingdom event fires, I think I'll go for both Corsica, first of all, since it's part of this state. But then other states up here. Namely to focus on getting a strong hold in the trade in that region. Now the event, well, the mission should trigger soon, and I do know I have to, well, there, it should just have triggered. Here we go. How big is my army? 22. I literally need 2 troops to bring it up. Now I'm going to end this episode with a bit of stuff being built, but I can actually, this is quite important, because these are part of the trade in this region. And I do quite substantially need those. So which one offers the most after that? 1.72. You are next. So this will increase my trade, which might help. Next I will likely focus on building more temples in Sicily. And then finally in Zaragoza. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, where hopefully we will finally begin to make a move. Well, not next time, but at least some point soon. Either way, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.